Hey everyone, this is Greg with Rider Magazine. I'm standing here with the 2021 Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. Now this is a bike that has come a long ways. In 2015, Yamaha came out with the FJ09, and basically it was the engine from the FZ09, which was a 800cc inline-Triple, and it had this adventure bike riding position or seating position. You were sitting up high. But when it came out, it had this great engine, but it was really pretty rough around the edges. It had pretty rough throttle response. The suspension wasn't really all that well calibrated. So a couple of years ago, Yamaha came out with the Tracer 900. So the next generation added more premium features. It improved the throttle response, improved the suspension. There was a GT version that offered hard saddlebags. It had an adjustable windscreen and a number of other features that really, elevated it from the FJ09 platform. So now for 2021, Yamaha has taken it even a step higher for the third generation. So this has got the updated inline-Triple engine that's also in the MT09. It's 890 cc's, so it delivers more power, more torque, but it's still got a very exciting feel and response. So Yamaha, this is a premium sport touring machine, but it's really kind of like a super middleweight, being 900 cc's. It's not quite a liter. Yamaha also has in its lineup the FJ 1300. That's its really premium top-of-the-line sport touring bike. But that's a large bike with a big engine, and it also has more of a traditional sport touring seating position where you're a little bit sitting forward, you're not as upright. So for the for the Tracer 9 GT, what they've done is they've, again, put in the larger engine, but also they've taken some of the electronics from that are based on the R1 sport bike. So we've got a 6-axis IMU that then informs a lot of electronic features on this bike. So not only is there throttle by wire with power and throttle response modes, but there is adjustable traction control, there's adjustable slide control, there's adjustable wheelie control, there's cornering ABS, and all of these settings can be revised or adjusted according to the rider's preferences. There's manual settings, there's preset settings, and so forth. Also, the suspension has gotten a really big upgrade. The KYB suspension is now electronic, so it's semi-active. The preload is still manually adjustable. It requires a tool in the fork, but there's a remote preload adjuster for the rear. But both compression and rebound in the fork and rebound in the rear shock are now automatically adjustable. There are sensors that understand the amount of stroke that has, how much the fork or the shock has compressed or extended, and it really responds to riding conditions. And then there also are 2 different modes for the suspension. So what you've got is really a fully featured state-of-the-art sport touring motorcycle that's still within, kind of like I said, the super middleweight class. You've also got cornering headlights, or excuse me, in addition to the LED headlight, you've got cornering lights. There's 10-level heated grips. There's handguards. There's a dual screen TFT display that is customizable in terms of its display and features. The Tracer 9 GT comes standard with these hard saddlebags. You can put a helmet in there, you can lock them, you can actually take the key out and leave them unlocked. So really, they left nothing, on the table, so to speak. There's really not a feature that you would hope for that this bike doesn't have. It's got an adjustable height seat. It's got, a nice grab handle for the passenger, as well as a good sized passenger seat. And also you can fit an accessory top trunk to this bike. So you can have not only the saddlebags, but the trunk. It can provide a backrest for your passenger. So we spent about 200 miles, we rode about 200 miles today on this bike. A lot of curvy, windy roads, and the responsiveness of the Tracer 9 GT is really impressive. Like I said, anything in the past about abrupt throttle response it's just disappeared. It's really direct at the throttle. The handling, we were on some really rough pavement, and the handling of the electronic suspension, the way that it adjusts to those conditions and keeps the bike planted, keeps the chassis nice and stable, is really impressive. So, I mean, this has really been, the FJ09 is a bike that was one of my favorite bikes when it came out in 2015. We had a long-term test bike. when the Tracer 900 came out. I rode a Tracer 900 GT from the launch in Washington State all the way down to California. Another staffer rode one on the Three Flags ride from Mexico to Canada. It just really was a fun, enjoyable, comfortable sport touring platform. And now it's at a much higher level in terms of its specification, its premium features. And what comes with that is a higher price. It's now $14,899, which is several $1,000s more than the previous model. But what you get with this motorcycle really makes it worth that money. So again, Tracer 9 GT, it comes in this liquid metal, which is basically a silver color with blue wheels. It also comes in something called red line, which is this really beautiful red color that's even got the lower part of the body work is red. And again, it's a very impressive motorcycle. I'm going to ride it away from this event. We're going to put a lot more miles on it, put a more in-depth tests. But my first impression of this motorcycle is you know, it's a great motorcycle that has really evolved over time. So thanks for watching. Take care.